The third region of the frontal lobe, forebrain. In this forebrain, nothing but prosencephalon. Prosencephalon. The prosencephalon. The third region is known as a diencephalon. The third part. First one we are discussing about the diencephalon. So it is one of the third region of the forebrain. So this diencephalon can be distinguished into three regions are there. How many? Three regions. So what are they? First one is the epithalamus. What is thalamus and hypothalamus? So diencephalon is a third part of the frontal brain or forebrain. So this can be distinguished into three regions are there. First one is epithalamus. Second one is thalamus. Third one is hypothalamus. Very important. Hypothalamus. The three regions are there. First, we are discussing about each and every information about this diencephalon. Now, the brain, the cerebrum region divided by two halves by the cerebral hemisphere. Are you clear? So, the below of the cerebral hemisphere consists of what is the thalamus, epithalamus, thalamus, and hypothalamus. Where it is located? It is a below of the cerebral hemisphere region. There is the diencephalon is present. There is a located in the below of the cerebral hemisphere. The diencephalon, it is located below of the cerebral hemisphere. Clear? First one, let's see the diagram. This is known as the cerebral hemisphere. We know that. Cerebral hemisphere. Where it is located? The diencephalon located in the below of the cerebral hemisphere. Yes, see. Below of the cerebral hemisphere. So below of the cerebral hemisphere, there is one of the bulbous-like part. The bulbous-like part is called as the thalamus. Now, so what is the epithalamus? First one, what is the epithalamus? Epi means upon or above, on thalamus. It is located on thalamus. It is located, which one? Epithalamus is located above on thalamus. That is called as the epithalamus. So this is the thalamus. Where it is located? Epithalamus is located on the thalamus region. Epithalamus is located on surface of the thalamus. Yes, on surface of the thalamus or below of the. This is known as the below of the cerebral hemisphere is a containing thalamus region. On surface of the thalamus containing more number of the vascularized nerves are there. More number of the vascularized nerves. So the more number of the vascularized nerves are present on surface of the thalamus region. The more number of the vascularized nerves are there on thalamus region. So that region in between of the nerves and thalamus region have one of the whitish material. So the whitish material is called as epithalamus. In between of, what I am saying like this. So this is known as the epithalamus. So these are containing more number of the blood vascularized nerves are there. In between of these two, there is have a whitish material is there. The whitish material is called as a epithalamus. What is that? The blood flexus, vascular nerve flexus, and thalamus. In between of the one of the space, the space is completely look like a white in color. The white material is called as a epithalamus. It is a white material located in between of nerves and what are they? Epithalamus. So thalamus. So the bulbous part, listen carefully. This is thalamus, epithalamus. This is epithalamus. The green color indicate epithalamus. The green color is indicate epithalamus. Okay, the black color indicates thalamus. The green color is indicate epithalamus. On surface of the epithalamus containing a more number of the clusters of vascularized nerves are present. A more number of the clusters means a group of nerves are vascular. Nothing but vascular means blood containing nerves are present. So these nerves are present on surface of the epithalamus. So these nerves are called as a choroid nerve flexus. The nerves are called as a choroid nerve flexus. So the nerve flexus are from anterior to leads into posterior, and from the starts with anterior and leads into posterior region. The posterior region so ends with two bulbous parts. Are you clear? On surface of the epithalamus, a clusters of the vascularized nerves are there. So these vascularized nerves are called as a choroidinoid flexus. The vascularized nerves are called as a choroidinoid flexus. So these nerves are leads into the below of the thalamus. Ends with one pair of the bulbs. Two bulbs. So these two bulbs are called as a mummillated bulbs or mummillated glands. Mummillated or mammalian glands. Clear? So this group of the flexes are called as a choroid flexus. The group of the flexes are located in the anterior region of the thalamus, epithalamus, and below of the epithalamus ends with two glands. The two glands or bulbous glands are called as a mammalian glands. So these choroid flexes are useful for our secretes. The choroid flexes are secretes spinal fluid. The choroid flexes are, what is the purpose? It is secretes spinal fluid. CSF. What is the cerebral spinal fluid? So this is the epithalamus. So the epithalamus is white in color. That is made up of. The epithalamus is white in color. It is made up of pia mater. It is made up of which matter? Pia mater. So a group of the nerve flexes are called as the choroid flexes. The choroid flexes are secreting central spinal fluid. So the epithalamus is made up of pia mater. It is look like a white in color. Made up of pia mater. It is look like a white in color. So this is called as a mammalian glands. So this is the information about the epithalamus. What is the epithalamus? Epi means upon or above. It is located in the above on the thalamus region. Yes. On thalamus region, I have one of the whitish material. The whitish material is called as the thalamus, epithalamus. The epithalamus, on epithalamus, a group of the nerve flexes are there is a choroid nerve flexes. This choroid nerve flexes are secretion of central spinal fluid. The below of the choroid nerve flexes is the end with the two bulges. The bulges are known as a mammalian glands. So this is the information about the epithalamus. Next one is the thalamus. So what is the thalamus? So thalamus is one of the bulbous part. It is act like a coordinator or relay center. It is act like a coordinator or relay center of the relay center. Clear? Coordinator and relay center. So it is useful for the sensation. Sensation of particular areas. So this is the information about thalamus. Last one is hypothalamus.